On the show in a little while. Joining me right now for the other side of the reaction to the Geithner's testimony, what we can expect today, is Republican Representative Tom Price. Good morning. Good to see you.
Great to be with you.
Okay, first and foremost, let's talk about reaction to Geithner's conversation yesterday and his testimony. Did he demonstrate effectively that he's got a plan in place?
Well, I think the American people have spoken loudly, as you read all across newspapers across this country, that he didn't. We saw the market decrease significantly yesterday, over 300 points, and I think what the American people know, what you and I know, is that we need a solution. We don't need more language. We don't need more nebulous plans. We need a solution, and the American people want to embrace a solution that'll work. And they know what'll work, and it's not more government spending.
I just spoke to Jared Bernstein, the chief economic advisor for Vice President Biden, and he said, Alexis, you can't judge performance of a plan that's going to take years to unfold in one day. Are the critics right now a little too tough? I mean, this isn't exactly an easy solution.
No, not at all. But it hasn't been just one day. We're over a year into this process of borrowing and spending more and more government money, taxpayer money that we don't have. And the American people are fed up. They tell you time and time again, you talk to folks all across this nation, and what they will say is, look, I can't do this in my own home when I've got a problem, an economic problem. I can't go out and print money in the garage. You've got to get responsible, and the way that you get responsible is to put in place the solution, which is to allow the American people to keep more of their money, put incentives in place for business to create jobs, not government, business to create jobs, and begin decreasing spending at the federal level.
What do you want to hear today from these CEOs?
I want to hear that there is a plan that they have and a proposal that they have to us, the lawmakers, the rule makers, that will allow them to expand and grow, not with their hand out. I want to hear that they appreciate and understand what made this nation great, and I know that they do, but they've got to be bold enough to say to this president and this administration and the leadership in this Congress, these are the things that we need to be able to create jobs.
One of the #1 issues here is that the way banks value assets, the way the government looks at them, and the way the private sector would like to purchase them at are completely different levels.
Absolutely.
How do we address that problem?
Well, you don't address it by having the politicians set the rules of the game and set what those values are what those assets are valued at. You make it so the market works. The accounting rules that are in place, mark to market, need to be reformed. There's no doubt about it. If we do that, then we get a better picture of what those assets are worth.
Reform them how?
Make it so that it's not marked to current costs. When all costs are going down or all asset prices are going down, you can't gauge those to the market right now. It doesn't work that way.
Right, you lose money on the loan before you even make it.
Exactly. So you've got to be able to spread that out over a period of time. And then you've got to be able to put in place the incentives for businesses to make jobs, to create jobs.
There's a chance you'll be voting tomorrow on this stimulus package. A handful, 3 to be exact, Republicans on the Senate side moved over. Would you consider moving over and voting for this legislation?
I think it's curious you had more Democrats in the House opposing this than you had Republicans in the Senate supporting it.
Yeah, but there's a lot more people.
Well, we had 4 times as many. What we have heard over the last 12 hours is that Democrat staff has been meeting behind closed doors, not with Republican staff, Democrat staff meeting behind closed doors to set what's going to happen going forward. What we have called for is an open and fair process, an open process not just to Republicans, but to the American people. Let's open the doors, let the cameras in, let people look and see what's going on so that there are no shady deals behind closed doors, which we know this Congress is capable of.
Oh, well, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on. Congressman Price, I don't even know where to begin with that.
Thanks, Alexis.
Thank you very much. Great seeing you.
Take care.
All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with the opening bell in just a moment.